Imagine that you are born in Mexico and you move to the United States to get a good life and a good job. You're single, and then one day you meet the love of your life, the man of your dreams, and he's from another country. Then you decide to follow him to his home country, the Netherlands, only to find out that the love of your life is not exactly Prince Charming. Join me in this very personal story of Gisselle Pedraza, who gave up everything for love, only to find herself in a depending and abusive relationship. She tells us how she regained control over her life and started a new and safe living for her and her 2 children. My name is Tina de Keyzer. Welcome to a new episode of the Women's Table. Gisselle Pedraza is a woman who has reconnected with her inner power, learning to self-acceptance and self-love and embrace her imperfection. She serves in this world as a mother, an employee, as podcaster at Soy Mi Hero, and now starting as a transformational coach for women who left a toxic relationship and getting from insecure, fear and lonely to become confident, develop self-love and strong inner relationship. Gisselle was born in Mexico, got a bachelor degree in agronomy, then moved to the USA for work and afterwards to the Netherlands for love. And now the Netherlands is her home. Right now she's connecting more with her spiritual side and keeps developing, learning and growing in her path for this life. Gisselle, thank you for being here with me today.
Hi Tina, thank you for having me. Thank you, this is a pleasure and I am very grateful to be here with you today.
With everything you've been through, tell us, where do you stand right now in this moment of your life? Where do you stand? Can you tell us some more about yourself?
And answering your question, I'm not ready yet for a new relationship. I am focused right now in other areas of my life. I am improving in other areas that I want to develop, that I want to grow, that I need to heal as well. And that's why I don't feel that I'm ready yet for a new relationship. But what I am working with the most important relationship from every human being is the relationship with themselves. Is where the really true love starts. When you know yourself, you know what you want, what you can really accept and what you can really not accept, when and how to put your boundaries. I think that's the most important thing right now. But I still believe that there are good men in this world.
Yes.
Yes, I definitely, and I am trying to grow one of them. That is my son.
And do you also believe that there are still good men out there?
I think there are good guys there.
Yes.
I'm working with a friend. He says, I had the problem that I knew that my spouse, she's a very good woman. I recognize it. Mm-hmm. But in some way, I was start thinking, like, I don't love her anymore. Mm-hmm. Why I would like to look in other place. But then, no, he didn't cheat on her. Mm-hmm. He thought about it, but he says, I didn't do it. But then he started reading and doing things, start making, like loving her again. Mm-hmm. Putting attention to her, putting, not just taking the bad things or putting the attention in the bad thing, like she's whining now or no. He was looking her, observing her, and as well observing himself and working on that. Now he says now they are becoming stronger. Yeah. Now he's working in program especially for men. Mm-hmm. So, and I said that's really needed. That's really needed as well. But what you said, and we are talking about him, is here how men, and as well in our Latino culture, they don't have to show weak. I don't think he's weak, but he's different than the prototype. Yeah. He was always different than the prototype. The rest of the guys that we were studying together, he never was pointed as weak. Mm-hmm. But he was just different. Yeah. He like the other ones. And I think even now that you are trying to do this, I found it is very helpful. Yeah. Because men, they can see maybe themselves as there's not nothing wrong with me, of I don't nothing to prove to the society that I have to be really bring these stereotypes,
Macho?
macho thing, to prove that
Am a man.
I'm masculine, I am a
Right.
man. And as well as a woman, we don't have to be the Barbie girl, what you just
Yeah.
said, to prove that we are feminine.
Yeah.
But I think we have to, but still as a woman, we have to evolve these layers of
Yeah.
deep layers of labels that they, what you just explained me, right? Why? Sometimes because I am working or I'm helping other women online to motivate them, usually in America Latina, that they say that my man is cheating on me. What
Yeah.
can I do? And
Yeah.
other women, they say, yeah, just leave it.
Yeah.
But it's not that easy. And
No, it's not.
it's what you explained. And here in the last, not long ago, was the same.
Yeah.
We still have that, carrying that.
Yeah. Yes. I
How
agree.
we can change that?
Yes. I think what is very important is that we change it. We start with children. I think that it is very important to let children know that some things are normal and some things are not normal. Because at the moment I read a lot of books about feminism, and I read a book, I think it's Sheryl Sandberg, the CEO from Facebook, and she says that men who have been raised within a progressive family with a working mom or a mom with a career, those men are more likely to promote a woman within their company, to accept the fact that their wife is working. It is ridiculous that we talk about acceptance that your wife is working or having a career, but it's still the way it is. And if you look at men who come from a conservative family with a stay-at-home mom, these men are more likely not to promote a woman, not to support a woman in making a career, having a career of her own, having a job of her own, because you need to have a role model. You need to have a role model. So when you, as a little girl or a little boy, you see that your mom is working, that your dad is working, that your dad is helping out within the household, your dad is doing the dishes, your dad is cleaning the bathroom. If you get these things as a boy, and you think to yourself, okay, so when I'm grown up, you don't even think about it, but then it's normal that when you get married and you have a wife, that you also clean the house.
Yes.
And as a little girl, when you have a brother and you see that your brother also needs to help with the dishes, and he also needs to vacuum the house, and he also get his task within the household, then you will think it is normal. So I think it's very important that if you start with kids, start from a very young age, show them that it is normal that their dad, as a little girl, as a little boy, for both genders, it is very important that they see that both parents, the mom and the dad, they help within the household. It is normal that their mom is has a leadership position and is the CEO or the COO of a big company. It is normal. Start with the kids. There you need to make the difference.
Yes. Yeah, I'm agree. Totally agree with you. But as well, to start with the kids, sometimes we need to start from them ourselves.
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
how
Yeah,
as parent you are going to make the give the example.
yeah,
Yeah. Now that you are explaining, I told my children when I was told them I was getting divorced and I was leaving Papa, and I told them it's because you are growing thinking that this is normal,
yeah,
and it's not,
yeah,
and it's not normal. We have a partner, but we have to respect the partner. I understand I have a other culture, other point of view, but it doesn't matter that it's wrong.
yeah,
It's different.
yeah.
And sometimes we have to adjust those differences.
Is your husband Dutch?
Yes, he's Dutch.
Okay.
So we have to respect those things. And when we are not agree with that, I believe in discussing is share point of views
Yeah.
and make adjustments,
Yes,
but
absolutely.
not because I was in that position from a 60-time woman. I was used to be working and have my own money and
Mm-hmm.
manage. But when I came here to the Netherlands, I become completely financial afhankelijk van hem.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not good.
That's not good. I need still to know my rights here in the
Yeah.
Netherlands, but when you are coming here, you become completely afhankelijk van hem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you don't know nobody. You
No.
don't usually that we come here, not all of them, and a lot of us we immigrate because love. We leave everything
Yeah.
from this person, and you are here in a country that you know nobody. You start meeting his family,
Yeah.
but the rest, little by little, maybe now with Facebook and those things, is easier now to make your people from your own country,
Yeah.
but as well to start learning Dutch, getting used to as well to the
Yeah.
culture because it's different.
Yes, of course.
I like to make afspraak voor meestal alles.
Yeah.
So I know that I have that time exclusively for you.
Yeah.
And I don't have to run I have this appointment or somebody else come, and that usually in America Latina we don't have those agendas. Everything is planned, and I found it good.
Yeah.
I was telling you when we are coming here and we become completely depend of our partner,
Yeah.
and you have to learn how to manage as well yourself in this country, to learn to talk.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's changing, but when I came, that was 11 years ago. That is not really that long.
No.
So in 10 years, 11 years, I've been seeing a very huge change.
Okay.
And of course, I see that we Netherlands becomes more international. No?
Yeah.
Well, you have to adjust a little bit because the achtergrond is completely different.
Yeah. When you tell me your story, you moved from Mexico to the Netherlands, and you become completely depending financially on your partner.
Mm-hmm.
With what you told me, you're divorced, you raise your children on your own, you stand up to your ex-husband, like, do not do this anymore.
Yeah.
I think good for you. Power to you.
Yes, when I was always afraid because he's 185, so he's a strong man.
Yeah.
She worked in the bow, so I was always terrified that if he gets mad, because when he got mad, when I met him, I was working in the United States legally. I was working in my career. I was very happy. So the company there was a greenhouse, and the main actionist was a Dutch. In that time, they started growing more. They were building greenhouses, so I met him there.
Yeah, I get it.
So then I changed job. I started in Arizona, then I moved to California.
Yeah.
He was a contractor.
Yeah.
So they tell him, I think from Holland, you need to go this month to this place or this part of the world to build more greenhouses. Now he went. So that's why I met him. So when I moved to California to another job, we still keep in contact. I didn't maybe knew him completely, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It happened two things that it was a little bit, is this a correct one or not? But he make other things that I think was in 2009 when I don't remember what happened here in the Netherlands, but he says, what I'm gonna do alone there. So he just took a flu. By surprise, he was by me, and he was helping me at home because I was working, and he was just there. When I came home, I have everything.
Yeah.
Everything was clean. He made everything. I never. My brothers in my home, they help a lot. We were not really in a stereotype house. Because my mom as well was working. I grow in a no stereotype typical house. So
Yeah.
you are
Yeah.
looking as well. I was looking not for a guy who was thinking I am her servant for the whole day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when I saw that and he was caring, and I thought, no, I think he's the correct one. So we spend more time each other. So then I decided, okay, we look the opportunity to stay there. But in that time, I just had my working permit visa. I think was starting 2009, the crisis. So they told me, for you, even when you are a high-skilled immigrant, now the government wants that the American people, the American citizens, have the job.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter that maybe an American citizen cannot get the job that you are doing, but they want to prefer that somebody else American citizen takes that job than a foreigner.
Yeah.
We decided then to move here to Holland. So, and I was always thinking, the Netherlands, because it's the greenhouses is what I studied. I would like to work there.
Yeah.
Well, I came here, everything changed.
Yeah.
Because I didn't knew they told I need to look for a job.
Yeah.
And people say, but you don't have enough experience. You don't speak Dutch. But I was thinking, if you let me in conversation or hearing, you are getting used to. And at home, I can study. But well, it doesn't come true. And then time flies.
Yeah.
And then I got babies. And for some reason, my permit here was not yet ready. So I have to go back to Mexico. And all these expenses, I understand as well in that time, my husband was heavy because he was as well a payer in the bow. I became the role of that 60-time lady that I want to keep my house clean, perfectly, completely financieel afhankelijk van hem.
Yeah.
In that time, I didn't knew almost no Mexicans or Latin people. I can say my world was he, and my family, and my boy. And starting then, I get pregnant again. Elena was born. And then finally, everything was fixed with my documents.
Yeah.
But was not really stability in that period. But in between in that period, he became a little bit aggressive. I mean,
I see.
When he was mad, he broke things. And sometimes I call to his mom and she says, maybe he's tired. So I try to do my best that he come home and he doesn't get mad or that he doesn't broke things, because I didn't saw that in my home.
Yeah.
Later I was talking with his family, and this problem he's from since young. He didn't want to have to go and look for help. But when I told you, now going a little bit back, that I wrote some red lights.
Flags.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something happened in the United States that I said, maybe something is not really. Yeah. And I now remember he told me sometimes I think I get mad like 2 or 3 times in a year. I cannot handle it. He said, okay, 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
In a year, it's not that much. I thought, okay, in one side of me, I said, okay, leave it. Get out of here. But in the other side, I was thinking, not that he's going to change because of me. No. I was thinking, we can work together. Because a couple, for me, is that he's a good man. Nobody is perfect. He has good things as everybody. But maybe that thing, that negative thing, is that. So I think if we can work together, if he feels support by me, maybe he can manage it better. No. At the end, no. He never went to look for help. He never went to therapy.
May I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
Gisselle?
Yes.
Did he ever hit you?
He tried one time.
Okay.
And then that was the time when I called the police, and that's what the time that I said has to change, because I don't want to grow my children in this environment.
Right. Good for you.
So that's why. I think I had my job as well in that time. I spoke to my boss because we are a really small team.
Yeah.
And he always supports me. And now we have another boss, and he supports me as well. So we are very little team, but we are close. I like that. So they are very flexible. Like, I know they are going to support me when I need it.
Yeah.
So, and I want they know that I'm here.
Yeah.
As well. Supporting.
It's a two-way street.
It's a two ways, yeah. But now I want as well other women that are were in my situation. They can see, they can go and start a new chapter.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but it's not impossible.
Yeah.
And what I've been seeing and learning, there are different stages we are. Because first I didn't recognize myself that I was living in I was being abused psychological, because I remember that sometimes he told me, "Je bent slordig," of what told me one day, like, if you had another man, I don't remember exactly, but like, I cannot be without him. In that time when you are afhankelijk van hem, you are in this tiny circle, you start believe those things.
Yes, you do.
And then when you finally are looking other people, reading other stuff, you are being seen, maybe I can change. I don't know why, but before it not even the possibility of the maybe. But then you start seeing, you start thinking that maybe it could be, but how, why? And there are a lot of, I went to, here in Rotterdam, there is a female factor, thing, and they make workshops. I went a workshop there for looking for job. So how to write your CV, and I like that. I learn. Just to put it in other environment, start opening your eyes to new other possibilities.
Yes.
I remember one speaker was, I think, a lady from Africa, because you see her accent and the colors of her skin. And I like her because if she can do it, I can do it.
Too. Yeah. And that's what I said. We need role models.
Yes. And then that's what I thought one day that happened here, something. I don't want this. I don't want my boy. Things grow.
This is normal.
Yeah, this is normal. That he maybe in the future, how she's going to treat her wife or his partner. You never know. Or my daughter, that she thinks that the role that I'm playing now is okay. Yeah, and she's going to get a man that he is aggressive. I don't want nothing from this situation to give to my children. So that's why I start the divorce. I hide sometimes doubts, like, am I really doing the good thing to getting divorced?
Yeah.
And I say, I don't know, but if I started this one, I'm not going to stop.
Yeah. How long were you married?
10 years.
10 years. And how long are you divorced now?
I think 3 years. The thing is, we were divorced and we were living together still.
Yeah.
And
I hear that a lot.
I remember one time that he was start saying things, and I said to the children, go out. Go out. And when I saw the children were out, I was by the door, and I start to saying things back, not with bad words, but things that he cannot refuse, because he knew that were true.
Yeah.
And I think little by little, he realized that he doesn't have power on me anymore, that I become stronger.
Yeah. And your story confirms what I just said, because I just said you have to start with the kids. And you broke a pattern, because you said to yourself, I do not want my son to grow up and think that it is normal to treat a woman like this.
Yes.
And I don't want my daughter to grow up and think that it is normal that a man treats me like this.
Yes.
So you broke a cycle. You broke a
Yes.
pattern.
And I want this from
Good
other
for you.
women. Yes.
Yes.
But it was what I said. But you have to realize by yourself.
Right. You do.
And I think this brings you to a different future.
Yeah.
To a different future from your descendants.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yes. But sometimes what I have or I feel, I am not there. I am not there where I want to be. But
Yet.
But
Yet.
certainly I am not where I was anymore. That's true. What I like is that I sometimes am able to see back, but I don't feel bad anymore. I just feel like I learned.
Yeah. Yeah. How old are your kids?
My oldest kid is 10 and Elena is 9.
Okay.
So that's why I said my new kitchen I said for me it's a reflect of all this process. So it's a little bit accomplished. But I'm happy. I'm happy because now I am on a afhankelijk van him in all ways.
And you did it. You did it by yourself.
I've been learning from other people, from other role models.
Yes, that's true. When I say you did it by yourself, of course, you always need a little guidance, a little help from others, like your team at work, like you went to the workshops from the Female Factor. Of course, you are everything you do, everything you accomplish in life. It is always with a little help and a little guidance from others. But there is one really important thing people need to realize. You can only change if you want to change.
Exactly.
First, you need to realize by yourself, this has to stop. I have to stop. I need to change. There must come a change.
Yes.
And then from there on, from that point, you can reach out to others. I need help. I need a little guidance. Please help me. You can take action from there.
Yes.
But first, you need to realize, you have to come to the realization by yourself. This has to stop.
Has to stop.
This has to stop. I cannot go on like this. I cannot do this anymore.
Yes.
This is what I mean.
Yes, that's true.
So give yourself a little credit for all the changes you have made, Gisselle. Give yourself a little credit.
Thank you. Yes, I feel proud of myself.
Yeah, you should.
Yes, I feel proud of myself.
Yeah.
But and as well the more for all this mess is all the good people that comes along. That people that sometimes I cannot help you, but look here. That helps.
Yeah.
Even with that, or sometimes just to hug you, just to don't feel that you are alone. That helps a lot as well.
Yes.
Just somebody listen to you.
Yeah.
That helps a lot. I am not religious so much anymore. I think that was one thing that was keeping me down those years because I was thinking maybe I'm not gonna be a good daughter of God if I leave him. But one day, because it was a stacking thing, and I was thinking, you know what? I don't think God, if he really loves me, I don't think he is my dad. And no, that's once another guy beats or physically or emotionally his daughter.
Yeah. I think religion was invented to keep women down, to keep women in their place. This is what I think, because religion, women are not equal in religion.
No.
Why can't a woman become the Pope? Why is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
It is a very political system. And if you as a woman, back in the days, in the 50s, the 60s and before, when you had problems with your husband and you wanted to leave your husband or you went to talk to the pastor, it was like, let us pray. Maybe you should do more. You called his mom. And maybe he's tired. So you thought to yourself, okay, maybe I should do more around the house. Maybe I should be a good wife. Maybe I should be a better wife. Maybe I should make a nice meal for him. So when he gets home and he is tired, he will not be upset with me. It is always being put as the responsibility. The behavior of man has always been the responsibility of women.
That is not.
And I don't agree with that. Maybe if I'm a better wife, maybe he will not be angry when he comes home. I was in a relationship just a few months, many, many years ago, before I met William, my husband. And he was always angry. And we talked, and we had a nice talk, a nice conversation. Everything was fine. And then I said something. I have no clue what I did.
Yeah.
I didn't know. And then his face went like, and I was like, what now?
Yeah.
What did I do this time? What did I say?
Exactly.
And he started screaming, and he never hit me. I think I was in a relationship for 6 months. But after 6 months, I talked to my best friend. I was talking to her on the phone, and she was like, and I was complaining about him. I was whining. And she said, "Who are you?" And I was like, "What do you mean, who are you? I don't get the question." And she says, "We've been best friends for so many years. I've known you for more than 30 years. The Tina I know would have never put up with this kind of behavior. Who are you? Who the fuck are you that you put up with this behavior of this idiot?"
Thank you for saying that, because
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God.
yeah, I remember as well when I was in that situation. I remember I used to be like this. Where I am? Where is that Gisselle?
Yeah,
Because I
right.
recognize myself. And when I was sometimes with the lawyer and another lady that helps me so understand, they told me sometimes now. I told them, you know what? I understand everything that you are saying me, but I feel like he's punching me, and
Yeah,
I don't have the strength to even defend myself. I want to, but I don't know why I can't.
yeah,
What your friend said, where are you?
yeah. It was a
But
wake-up call.
yeah, it was a wake-up call, and good thing that you heard it,
Yeah,
yeah. And you choose for yourself,
yeah,
and not choose for, oh, I can still save the relationship.
yeah,
And I think maybe it's a cheap romantic tale that they sell us that
yeah.
has to be the relationship. No.
Absolutely. I think women are being taught to be caring. It starts with birth. Women like pink. Women like to play with dolls. Little girls like to play with dolls. From the beginning, we are being taught to be caring. We need to nurture.
Yes.
So when you meet this guy and he's not, sometimes he's nice, sometimes he's not, and then you think to yourself, maybe he will change for me. Maybe if I
we
treat
can
him
work
well,
together. Yes.
we can work together. I'm going to show him because he's been through a lot of bad relationships. I will prove to him that I'm not like those other women. I will prove to him. And if I love him enough, if I care enough, everything will work out fine. Look at the fairy tales. I mean,
Yes.
with Snow White, with Sleeping Beauty, and I mean, I
Yes,
have
yes.
all the Disney DVDs here in the closet. I have them all, but actually, they're kind of ridiculous. I realize that now they're kind of ridiculous because what we are being taught is that we need to be pretty, we need to be beautiful, and we have to wait for Prince Charming to come along to sweep off our feet, to put us on that white horse and ride along to the sunset, and we will live happily ever after. But sometimes Prince Charming turns out to be a jerk.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we need to know that we have to leave Prince Charming.
Yes. Yes.
Because we are better off without Prince Charming.
Yes, that's true. Me as a foreigner, as an immigrant, and in that time that my papers were not ready, and the baby was coming, and so all these things is very difficult to live the situation. Sometimes not feeling that I am not able to talk back.
Yeah.
I always thought, just be quiet, he said.
Yeah.
Be quiet. Just let him be quiet.
Yeah, absolutely.
When he started then to saying those things, don't say that.
Yeah. I think we've come a long way, but we still need to change a lot of things. Yeah.
A lot of things, yes.
Another question, Gisselle. Have you ever considered moving back to Mexico, or is this not an issue because of your children?
I had considered, but I was first. My lawyer says they are gonna allow you. There's not
Yeah.
be any judge that allow you to take the children to Mexico
Yeah.
because they are Netherlands citizens.
Yes.
They have as well. They are registered as Mexicans as well. As well now, my country is not secure that much.
Yes, I get
So
it. And especially not for women, right? There's a lot of
yes,
femicide going on
as
in
well.
Mexico.
But
Yeah.
when you are there, you don't really see it, or
Yeah.
at least I didn't saw it anything the last
Yeah.
time that I was there.
Yeah.
What I said here in the Netherlands, I have a job for part time.
Yeah.
I have to juggle my balls and to see how I can spend here, not do more, and just
You can manage.
I can manage.
Mm-hmm.
In Mexico, it's only paying and you never get back from the
Yeah.
government. You have to work full time.
Yeah, I
And
get
I
it.
thought, if I back to Mexico, who's really has to grow my children is my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
go
see.
back to
Yeah.
and to work in my field,
Mm-hmm.
I have to not gonna keep update some knowledge, start over again. And I say,
Mm-hmm.
I'm 40, I'm not young anymore. When I didn't have children, I didn't care if I need to work
Yeah.
a
Full
lot of,
time.
a lot of time there.
Yeah.
But now with my children, I don't want that anymore.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
So for me, be able the flexibility that I have here,
Yeah.
I didn't have so much choose. I could not choose either,
Yeah, because
but
of your children.
because of my children.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And do you know any Mexican women who are or have been in the same position as you?
Yes, I knew a couple,
Mm-hmm.
and one day in Mexico as well.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing, what is very important to make notice that we label that mishandling a woman is only for low income person,
Yeah.
and that is not the case.
No, it's not. I know.
There are women that have HBO. They are professionals. They are not women that are low. They don't
Yeah.
have study.
Yeah.
They have studies. They have an academic degree.
Yeah.
But from one reason or the other one,
Yeah.
they were in a toxic relationship.
Yeah. Yeah. But I also believe that this is what society wants us to think, that domestic abuse, violence against women only happens when you are not educated. Like, you will only let yourself be abused when you're stupid, when you're silly, when you
Yes.
don't have an education, when you
Yes.
don't have a job, and you're
Yes.
completely depending on your man. No, it happens in all layers
In all
of
layers
society.
of life.
It happens.
Yes, it
It
happens.
happens.
Yeah.
And I also believe that this is something that society, the media, that this is what, because this is something I read the other day, that every week, Gisselle,
Yes.
one child, and this is what I read a few years ago, one child dies in the Netherlands because of child abuse every week. And that this is something that is registered.
Registered. Yes.
And since the pandemic, domestic violence has
so-
increased because parents are home, they are being annoyed, they look at their wives and their kids every day more 24/7. They become more aggressive against their spouses, against their children. So I'm not sure about the numbers of today. And I heard from another woman, another coach, and she's also an author, so she knows what she's talking about. In the
Yes.
Netherlands, every 10 days, what is being registered, a woman dies by the hands of domestic violence
Wow,
in
that's a lot.
the Netherlands.
That's
So
a lot.
that's a lot. So what really bugs me is that people saying, yeah, and dat in Nederland, yeah, that this can happen in the Netherlands. Yes, it happens in the Netherlands. Open your eyes.
Exactly. Open your eyes.
Open your eyes. This is not a exception. This is a rule. This is not an exception. This is something that happens. Women are being abused. Children are being abused.
I don't like that they say here, alles mag. Nee,
Yeah,
niet alles mag.
no, it's not true.
Nee,
No.
je moet grenzen hebben.
Yes,
En healthy
exactly.
grenzen. Maar
Heel goed. Heel goed. Dat is ook
niet
zo.
alles mag.
Nee. So what would you like to say to women who have been in your situation and they want to leave? Maybe they don't want to leave their relationship, but they feel they have to change something. So what would you like to say to them to motivate them to change something?
I think we always need to start from ourselves, because later on, some of the videos that I saw, I remember the guy said, when it's a divorce, it's not always the guilt of the responsibility from one part.
Yeah.
It's always two. You have to see, but I'm here the victim. So,
Yeah.
and then I said, okay, he said, now let's going through this. And I was looking in myself, and I said, okay, why I came into this relationship? Okay, I came into this relationship because I had really low esteem.
Yeah.
He accepted me with my extra kilos, where I thought that makes me ugly, but I know that I'm more than a body, and he saw more than that.
Yeah.
In the beginning, he was just my Prince Charming. he was behaving like that. And as I said, as every human has good things and bad things. So bad things are not things that we need to work on it. And I thought we can do it together now.
Yeah.
But when you are realizing that you are not in a relationship that is not provide or growing, and only sucking your energy, putting you down, like living dead, it's time to go for a change. And changes start always with ourselves, and look for help. If you need to leave the relationship, get informed. Always look for help. Here in Netherlands, there are a lot of institutions.
Yeah.
You are not alone. Even when you feel alone, you are not alone. Even when you don't think that you are not capable, you are. That comes in the way.
Yeah.
That comes in the way.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
I would like to say to they realize, and you are in a situation when you are being in a domestic violence, always call to the police. Never think that it's a bit red flag.
Yeah.
You already tried, and this is not changing. It's not gonna change.
Yeah.
Live. Choose for your life.
Yeah. But don't you think that? But that's just what I think. Don't you think that if you come here from another country, and you come from maybe a country where you cannot trust the police, that if you come to the Netherlands and you're being abused, that you think to yourself, I cannot go to the police because they will not believe me. I cannot trust the police.
Here in the Netherlands, I found a really strange rule, but now I understand. Go to the doctor.
Okay.
Why go to the doctor?
Yeah.
I never understand that. Why the doctor? You can tell if you are being abused.
Yeah.
You can make an appointment, go to the doctor, and usually you go alone with the doctor.
Yeah.
Then you can speak to her or to him, and I think they, by law,
Yep.
they have to report this situation.
I see.
Now you have here in the Netherlands the bike teams.
Yeah.
All these people, the BSO, they are look for the children. To me, they having a very good support, a huge support in this process from me and for my children, because I don't feel that I'm alone. One thing that was for me was my nightmare is like they can take my children away.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was my whole, when everybody comes to say we're going to here to help you, and that was the first thing. Come and help me. Don't take my children away from me.
Yeah.
And they said, we are not going to take your children from you. Well, I hear in other instances, in other maybe situations that can happen, but I am here from them. I want this change from them. So they explain me that no, it's not. It's not. It's not. Yes, the father here in the Netherlands have still the right to see their children.
Yeah.
He has been changed out with them as well for the good.
Okay.
Because I said he is a good man. He has things that I cannot live with that anymore.
Yeah, I get it. I think it's very nice, noble as well of you that you can separate those two things. Like, he's a good man, he's a good dad, but I cannot live with him anymore. But I think that he's a good man. I think that is a very noble
it's
thing to say.
because I've been seeing other. It's not. It don't has to be a war between he and me.
Yeah.
But at the end, the point is, who are suffering more are the children.
Yes, they do.
But a lot of parents, they use the children.
I know.
And I think, at least is my point of view, I get divorced because of my children. I want they grow in a better environment. I am the role model.
Yeah.
And with my example, with my actions, is what they are learn more. If I want, they treat a lady in the future, my son, he needs to see that he as a man he's being treated the same way.
Yeah.
With respect.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I get it.
And I told him Papa is Papa and he always is gonna be. So you have to respect him as well. Mama and Papa zijn gescheiden.
Yeah.
Ik ben niet gescheiden van jullie. En Papa is niet gescheiden van jullie. Jullie hebben nu 2 huizen. Ik hou aan jullie. Papa houdt aan jullie. Maar papa en mama houden niet meer van
elkaar.
Maar bij elkaar.
Ja.
Dus nou, is moeilijk voor jullie. Is triest voor jullie. Maar we gaan toch dit proberen het beste te doen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sometimes believe, because my parents were divorced as well, I think because they were arguing all the time, and I was 6 years old, 6 years, and my mom came to tell us that my dad would stay in the house and we would move to another house. And she told us we had the same conversation as you had with your children. And remember so clearly that I was thinking, thank the Lord.
Look.
Thank God.
But sometimes
I was so fed up with all the arguments, with all the ruzies.
But as an elder, sometimes most of the time, I'm thinking, and the woman, we think, I'm staying because of my children. Sometimes it's because of the children, but go away, leave.
Yeah. You don't do your children a favor to stay.
And now you are saying what you was thinking. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
It's even better. For us, it was a difficult process, mostly for my son. That's why I said from all these other instances, we hebben een hele grote steun. Nu alles is heel veel beter.
Yeah.
And now they are now this is weekend Papa, now the other is weekend Mama, and something like that. We don't talk each other that much. We discuss as well with the children because that was very painful for my son. But now he can understand more. Okay, mam, papa en mama misschien praten niet zo wel met elkaar, maar ze zorgen goed voor ons. Ze willen de beste voor ons.
Ja, heel goed.
En dat is goed. De oorlog is niet voor hun.
Nee.
If you don't want to know anything anymore about your partner, it's fine.
Yeah.
Don't make your children suffer for that.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Thank you.
No, thank you. Yeah. And it was really nice. We talked a lot of things.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Gisselle.
This are
is awesome.
Power women.
Yes, we are. Yes. And you are, especially. This is so, it's amazing. And that is what I meant when I say that we are the stronger ones. We are the stronger ones because you can put a woman through anything and she will come out stronger. Yes. This is what a woman is. This is the power. This is the strength of a woman, Gisselle.
Yes, yes. And that we have to realize.
Yeah.
All of us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember as well one time when I talked to my first boss, I told him I'm gonna take this week, or he gave me take 1 week off and do whatever you need to do. So and every day I do the same routine that I was going to work, because he stopped working and he stayed home.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot do anything from home. And then I didn't went either to the office, I went to other place, bibliothèque, whatever, and make my plan as well. Looking for information, looking for a lawyer, looking for this.
Exactly.
Yes, what make a plan.
Make a plan.
And
make a plan.
Even with fear, do it. And during the way, you are gonna find people that always give you the hand.
You.
Yes, you will be very amazed that there are good people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Thank you for this talk, Gisselle.
No, it was very nice to talk with you, and well, yes, I'm grateful to talk to you and that you share to me as well.
Yeah. Sure. Thank you, Gisselle, for sharing your personal story with us. I think that it is very brave of you to share such a personal story. I hope that our talk today will give women the courage to leave the toxic relationships they are in, and that they will realize that they are not alone, even if they believe they are. There is always someone out there who is willing to help you. You are not alone. In the next episode, I'm having a conversation with Johanna Spiller, owner and founder of the Klapstoel Academy. We talk about what happens when young women start their careers and why Dutch women mainly work part-time, and also about the financial consequences of this decision. Is working part-time as a woman really a free choice? Or is there more to the story? Thank you all for listening. Please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to hear your story. My name is Tina de Keyzer, and this is the Women's Table.